It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talked these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, here's Lance. This is Fant on the short completion. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. And Lance now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They're coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Lance going back to the air after the pick six. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Lance, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Willis to throw on 2nd. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Returnable for Lockett. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 70 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 5. Willis looking to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Lance now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Running right, here's Walker. And down to the 36-yard line here. 77 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Lance looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
After 1, 17-7 to score on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd down, it's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Black shot. Hut, hut.
To throw, it's Lance. And he's got room. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 95 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Ready.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Ready up. Going to be rail.
Here's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Shot. 17. Set.
Now Lance on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the double. Double, 38. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Willis to throw. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First down, here's Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A 2nd down throw by Willis. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Willis. This is caught. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 135 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second down, here's Willis. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Last play of the half, Willis. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Give running right is Mitchell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action with Willis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Running left is Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 167 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Willis's throw there complete to Hamlin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're going right back to Hamlin. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Willis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Willis to throw once more. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. K.J. Hamler. 61 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Now he's loose at the 40.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Extra point attempt to come here.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Willis will look to throw it. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now. Willis looking to throw it. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Ready.
2nd down and a yard.
Spike, 60. Ready.
Straight ahead, Walker. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Walker with another carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Come on, set.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Set.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll toss this out right to Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Ready, go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Play fake. Here's Willis. This pass caught by Hamler. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready.
1st and 10, Willis. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Right back to the air again with Willis. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Okay, ready?
2nd and 7.
Yellow. Yellow. Zoom.
And Walker once more. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.